In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 17, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Michigan versus Colorado State. This Thursday, the Michigan Wolverines and the Colorado State Rams will meet in the first round of the NCAA tournament. These two teams have not played each other this season. This game will be played inside of Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. The Michigan Wolverines are the 11th seed in the South region. They are coming into this game after falling 74-69 to the University of Indiana. Michigan needed to be more efficient on the offensive end in this game. The Colorado State Rams are entering this game after losing 63-58 to San Diego State in the Mountain West tournament. They were soft down low in this game and will need to play tougher if they want to compete with some Big Ten competition. Colorado State is a solid team that should some success against Power 5 schools in their non-conference schedule. However, despite being solid offensively statistically this season, we have seen the Rams struggled at times on the offensive end, as Colorado State is averaging just 60 PPG in their last 6 games. Michigan certainly has struggled overall this season. However, this is still a team that has the talent to beat some of the best teams in the country, and between the fact that the Wolverines defeated San Diego State by a 14-point margin early this season, and that I think their offense has some solid success against the Rams, I find plenty of value in them. Michigan backed their way into the tournament with some very inconsistent play to close out the season. Colorado State finished the season well and lost to a good San Diego State team in the Mountain West Conference tournament. It is tough to tell which Michigan team will show up, but I do like them to take care of business here. Dickinson will have to play well, so Michigan to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total has finished under in 6 of Colorado State's last 7 and in 5 of the last 7 that the Rams have played as the underdog. The total finished under in each of Colorado State's 2 games during the Mountain West Conference tournament, in which a total of 104 points were scored when beating Utah State, and 121 points scored in its victory over San Diego State. According to Ken Palm, the Michigan Wolverines have the 218th lowest adjusted tempo rating in the country, and the Rams have the 280th. Neither team will be pushing the ball up the court with pace, and they will try to limit the number of shots that the opposing team takes. I also see both teams being slightly nervous to begin this game. They won't come out of the pre-game locker room red hot, and they will struggle from the floor to start. I also see the Colorado State Rams trying to constantly shut down the Wolverines on the offensive end. They are extremely feisty and will hold the ball once they create a turnover. The Rams are in no rush to get to the basket, and they will efficiently score throughout this game. I am expecting a defensive battle to start this NCAA tournament. Both teams will have a slow start, and it will kill the over early in this game. I will be sticking with both defenses in this matchup, so under the projected total is our full game total pick. South Dakota State versus Providence. The number 4 seed Providence Friars will take on the number 13 seed South Dakota State Jackrabbits in an early game Thursday. This is an NCAA Tournament Midwest Region first round matchup. The winner will take on either Iowa or Richmond in the second round. With all the hype surrounding South Dakota State as a potential upset pick, it's easy to forget that Providence spent a couple weeks ranked inside the top 10 this season and finished the regular season atop the standings in the loaded Big East in spite of their early tournament exit. You can tell the public anticipates an upset, with 57% of the early bets coming down on South Dakota State. There is plenty of profit to be found in getting your money down on the opposite side of the public. And in this case, getting a top 15 team is only a 2-point favorite against a number 13 seed is a great spot for it. The Jackrabbits only had to face the 249th toughest schedule in the nation, and they put up their impressive offensive numbers against defenses that ranked 334th in average adjusted defensive efficiency. Their defense ranked just 223rd in adjusted defensive efficiency, and they rarely faced opposition as talented as Providence. Their offensive stats are certainly impressive, but South Dakota State only faced one ranked opponent all season when they lost to Alabama. The Friars are 11-4 against the spread in their last 15 games following an against the spread loss, and are 16-6 against the spread in their last last 22 games versus a team with a winning straight-up record. The Friars are also 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games following a straight-up loss. The Jackrabbits are 21-7-2 against the spread in their last 30 games versus a team with a winning percentage above .600. But this spread is too sharp and Providence should be out for vengeance after losing in the Big East. Providence will certainly not get caught looking past this matchup as they look to prove their Big East tourney upset was a fluke. So Providence to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. South Dakota State is the number 2 team in the nation, shooting 52.5% from the floor, number 1 shooting 44.9% from 3, and second in scoring. They are also 35th, knocking down 75.9% of their free throws and 59th in adjusted tempo. Providence will try to slow down the tempo, but they will only be able to slow it down so much and should still have a lot of offensive success. The Jackrabbits are 287th in the nation, allowing 73.4 ppg, and will have a hard time stopping the combination of Providence big man Nate Watson in the paint and the Friars shooting from 3, where they shoot 34.3%. Providence is also a respectable 147th, making 72.6% from the free throw line. The Jackrabbits' offense is both efficient and powerful with their accurate shooting, and they also live up to their name with their quick pace. Ranked 59th in pace of play, the combination pushed them to the second highest PPG total in the nation with 86.7. Providence's more methodical pace will slow the action down somewhat, and their strong defense should rein in some of the more gaudy South Dakota State stats. They won't stop the Jackrabbits from shooting well and piling up some points, however, but what is going to push this game towards the over is the mismatch between the powerful Providence offense and the South Dakota State defense that ranked 223rd in adjusted defensive efficiency. They were below average even playing against teams that not top 15 quality like Providence's. And Providence put up their solid body of work against the 43rd toughest average defense in the nation. Providence should be able to exploit South Dakota State's weak perimeter defense that allowed opponents to shoot 35.3% from three-point range to pile up enough points to push this one. So over the projected total is our full game total pick. Memphis versus Boise State. We've got a good one on Thursday in the West region of the NCAA men's basketball tournament as the number 8 seeded Boise State Broncos host the 9th seeded Memphis Tigers. The Broncos of the Mountain West Conference are 27-7, while the Tigers of the American Athletic Conference are 21-10. These two teams met in the National Invitation Tournament last season, with Memphis winning 59-56 as a 4.5 points favorite. The Tigers were dismantled by Houston in the Sunday defeat, but they'd had a great run in the previous 6 games. In that time, Memphis posted 70 or more points in each outing and also managed a 75-61 win over the Cougars. If the Tigers can get their offense working like that again, they'll be in great shape here. As for Boise State, they're generally a solid scoring team themselves. They've had a few relative duds recently but have stayed impressive in the win column. This is going to be a very exciting game to watch between two teams that play different styles. Boise State plays at a very slower pace and is typically in lower scoring games, while Memphis likes to run quickly back and forth. Boise State's defense will keep them in the game, but Memphis are simply playing very good right now. Memphis finished the season on a tear, and it will carry into the big dance. Look for Memphis to use their size and depth to overwhelm Boise State in the first round. Memphis will do just enough today to advance in the tournament, so Memphis Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While Memphis' scoring numbers are warped due to its quick tempo, it is a more efficient team on the defensive side of the ball at a solid 33rd in KenPom and 35th in effective field goal percentage allowed. Opponents are not shooting well against Memphis from either 2 or 3. And while Boise State does some things well offensively, its middling 51.1 effective field goal percentage as a team won't allow them to do much damage to the Tigers. The tempo won't be as much of a concern here as Boise State slows things way down to 64.6 possessions per game. And the Broncos are a team that tends to get in a lot of rock fights given its number 19 ranking in KenPom defensive efficiency, 58 spots higher than what it holds on offense. Boise State has been an expert group at dictating the tempo this season, and don't expect a high level of shot making from either team against these defenses. Boise State has given up more than 75 points only 3 times this season, once back in November and one in a blowout win. The only other time was a 77-74 loss to Colorado State. Boise State ranks 304th in tempo while Memphis is 34th, so this will be a clash of styles. but the Broncos have been extremely effective in dictating the pace. They will here too, win or lose. The under is 4-0 in the Broncos' last 4 neutral site games as an underdog and 4-1 in the Tigers' last 5 neutral site games. This one is a no-brainer. The total is set based on Memphis's 75 points per game, but there's no way they get close to that against Boise State's defense. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.